Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Reselling Rhythms. If you're new to my channel, my name is Adam, and my channel's name is AdamsExploits. Typically, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, I bring in other resellers to educate us on the way they do things, their tips, their tricks, their strategies, how they source, how they sell, how they price things. And we get a lot of information from that. Today, I have Maggie. Maggie's screen name is Maggie Doddle. Maggie is in the Pennsylvania/New Jersey area. So, of course, I got a call when I muted my phone, but that's live streaming, folks. So anyway, going to bring Maggie on in a second. I had somebody scheduled. I was telling some of you people in the chat I had a jewelry person scheduled, and there's an issue, not an issue, but there's one of our associates on YouTube had a heart procedure done, and she's having some issues. So I think our guess I was trying to book us. She's kind of busy with her. So anyway, let's get it started. I'm going to bring Maggie on, and what she's going to do is introduce herself, and she's going to discuss eBay for Business is putting up a lot of content lately, and I've seen it, but I really haven't delved into it. And Maggie has really delved into it, and she says a lot of interesting information. So I'm going to bring Maggie on and let her discuss it, and we'll go from there, guys. Like I said, I have a few things I want to show you, and I have some other websites and tips I want to share, but we'll get started with Maggie. All right, guys, so give me 1 second. We'll bring Miss Maggie on. And there she is. Hello, Maggie.
Hi, everybody. Can everybody in the chat hear me okay? Just curious.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay. We'll see, guys. We had some issues with Maggie's microphone, so I'm just curious if you guys can hear her okay.
Hi, Sharon, Myra, Jennifer, Paul. It's good to see everybody.
Right, Myra. It was Sandy. Yeah, that was. I was trying to get Gianna on, and so there were some issues, and I thought that anyway, Maggie's always great to me. Sharon is in the chat's great to me. They've been a big help with me with my channel, and I sounds good. Thank you.
Sounds good. Awesome. Yeah. Wow. Glad.
So
glad that.
Yeah, I guess
Dawn, Patty.
I've been having technical difficulties all day, but you guys don't want to hear that.
Sometimes you just have a day like that where nothing you do.
Yeah, you got it.
Is
but
right.
We're here, and we're going to get started, and we're going to let Miss Maggie go. All right. Why don't you start, Maggie?
Yeah, so Adam and I were just saying, what should we chat about today? And I had mentioned to him that I had noticed that eBay for Business has been really putting out a lot of YouTube videos lately. They've been doing these seller check-in videos, talking, I think geared toward connecting with sellers during this whole COVID-19, we allowed to say that 19 situation.
C-19, I guess.
Because of just all the issues that are involved. It's just the whole different brave new world. So I just have found them to be very interesting. They've talked about, they bring on different people that just, is it Jordan Sweetnam or, and they just talk about things and what they're doing. They talked this month is, what are they calling it? Traffic month. So they're doing weekly videos about traffic. One was about how they drive traffic to what they do and who they partner with to drive traffic to your listings or to the site. And then the second one, which I haven't finished watching yet, I just started, was about Google Shopping.
Oh,
and
okay.
What they do to get our listings into Google Shopping. I thought it was interesting that they said of 12% of listings are just rejected outright by Google just for certain reasons. And they were really just starting to get into that when I stopped watching the video this morning. So I'll have to get back to it. But I just have found it very interesting. And I think if you really want to keep up with what's going on, of course, they're showing it. They're telling you everything from their side. They're being positive and, all of that. But it's helpful. I just find it's really helpful. And this morning, they also put out two small videos on managed payments.
Okay, I wanted to ask you about managed payments. I'm glad you brought that up. So
yeah.
Did you watch those at all?
I did. They're just three tiny, under 2 minutes long. One about registering. This is really stuff we kind of knew already, but about how the fees were going to work, how the payouts are going to work, and then registering. So they're just short little videos. And then about 2 weeks ago, there was a video on with them talking and answering questions about match payments.
Yeah, they used to
So
do
that
that
was
in the
interesting.
past. They used to have like
Yeah.
calling questions. Of course, my questions never made it to the cube.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
I asked
but
difficult questions, but yeah. So what I mean, and that's the other thing with the managed payments. Like I said, when you order from the eBay store, supply store, you have to use managed payments technically, but
right,
PayPal is an option. So that's
right.
what I've been doing. So I haven't gotten an email yet as far as when I thought it was July 31st, but they haven't sent me an email yet. So
I haven't. I don't understand why some. As far as what I understand from what I've seen, everybody will be going in.
yes,
By the
everybody
end of
has to go in.
July,
Yep.
whether you have pre-registered or not. But you can't
Mhm.
pre-register until you get that email.
Okay.
And you, yeah, but realistically, if you are a person who has your bank account already set up, there's no mystery to the registration. If you have to wait and register when it's time, it's not a big, long, drawn out process.
You registered. Sharon said she got an email a few weeks ago. She registered and she hasn't heard anything since.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
look, once you register, there is a payments tab on your seller hub.
Okay.
And all it simply says is you are
You're registered.
registered, it's
Okay.
coming, and it
Sounds
gives
like
you
the
a link.
government.
It gives you a link to a little test checklist to download.
Okay. Okay.
And the checklist is really basically making sure you have your business information, you have your tax ID or whatever your type of business you have.
Sure. Sure.
What your employee identification number or social security number is, and most importantly, your bank account information. You have to give your bank account information when you register.
Because that's where they send the money. It's not like PayPal where they'll sit there and you can withdraw it or whatever. They send it to your bank, and I don't know if they're paying daily or every other day, or I don't know what.
They will pay you daily or weekly, whichever you choose.
Okay, and obviously you have to give them your routing information so they can send it to your bank.
Keeping in mind that daily means they will release a payment for any given order within 2 days of confirmation of that order. So if you get an order today, even if you ship it today, you won't see the money in your account for 2 days.
Okay. So what about as far as like billing you for shipping and your monthly fees? I mean, I know you get an invoice, but did they say how that's going to work?
Your monthly fees, your shipping will be able to be paid through your
immediately through your
account,
routing, through your checking
account,
account.
your balance. No, not through your checking account.
Through your balance.
Through your balance.
So what happens if you're not carrying a balance? I mean, I carry a balance in PayPal, but
I believe if you
balance.
I believe if you don't have a balance, I know with returns, if you don't have a balance and a return comes in, they just negative your balance.
Okay.
So you would say you had a return for $20, your balance would be negative 20.
Gotcha.
And then if you got in a payment of $30, then your balance would go to plus 10. And I believe that's the way it's going to work with, hi, Gary. And hey, Jacob and Record Crate. Hi. I believe that's the way it's going to happen with your shipping fees. I think you'll be, if you have nothing in there, I think you'll be able to print a label and it would take your negative balance to $5.
Yeah,
and
I
then
used to just keep my balance in PayPal, and I used to pay for various websites. I'm shopping on something. Okay, pay with PayPal, pay with PayPal, pay with PayPal.
Right.
So I would just keep my balance there because we're talking
right.
I mean, if it got over $1,000, I would withdraw it. But if it's just a few $100s, I just leave it in there.
Right.
But so all right, so I don't think that's a big issue. It's just I'm just curious when this is all going to happen, and because there has been a lot of communication. I mean, even some of the big sellers, I think, like Casey has said that he hasn't really heard too much, and I think he's got an email, but he hasn't heard when he's going to be entered into the program.
No, they will notify you. They said well in advance of whatever your start date is.
Okay.
But we don't know what that is yet. So,
right.
Yeah, I find my feeling is that if you go and you seek out the information and it takes the fear out of it. I think sometimes these changes happen and we see these headlines and we see these YouTube captions and we are like, oh my God, the sky is falling. And if you really seek out the information, then There's good and there's bad. But it's never as awful.
Okay, Sharon just
Everything is
posted
good.
from her seller hub. She says, "We'll notify you before activating your account on managed payments, starting late July 2020. Nothing will change in how you manage your business on eBay until then. On eBay until
Until
then."
then. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was at first. I thought it was the 15th, and I heard it was the 30th. So now they're kind of floating, I guess, with everything. With they don't have a lot of employees in house; they're working from home. So now they're just saying late July. So that sort of makes sense.
Yeah. I think they're still
I'm just curious what the fees are going to be like. Not that it's going to be a big difference. I think it's maybe a 0.5% or 1/4% less.
so the fees are going to be like they give an example
Okay.
of the parts and accessories category. Right now, it's a final value fee of 9.15%,
Okay.
and you pay a 2.9% fee to PayPal plus a 30% per order fee.
30 cents.
30 cents. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, 30
30 cents
cents,
per
not
transaction.
30%.
Yeah, not
And
30%.
so the total cost of that sale would be 12.5% plus 30 cents per
Plus the
order.
30 cents. Mm-hmm.
The new way, it'll be an 11.5% final value fee plus a 30-cent per order fee
Oh, they are charging per order. Okay.
for a total of 11.5% plus 30. So it's about a 0.5%
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
lower.
about the same. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a 0.5% lower. So
I'm curious too, and I guess it's kind of like geeking out a little bit. Not really geeking out, but what did they say about driving traffic? Because they had their own advertising company and they just sold that off. I mean, they have two big corporate raiders. I mean, I'm not a stock person per se, but I do follow eBay, news. And they had two corporate raiders, and one of them, I forget, it was something management at this other group. They forced them to sell. What's the ticket agency?
StubHub.
StubHub. Thank you.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a bad idea, but if we had 20/20 vision and hindsight, we could see in the future whatever we'd see was a huge issue, because obviously StubHub's not doing any business these days, but they did sell that off, and they had an advertising company or some kind of company they promoted with other companies. In fact, I think Paul had used them in the past when he was in real estate. They just recently sold that off as well. So they're getting supposedly their core values. And I had mentioned a couple of times that the new CEO was from Walmart. I don't know that much about him. I would have thought he would have had some kind of big, video Zoom meeting or something, but
Yeah, no.
who knows?
I don't know.
At least introduce himself. So
I did hear them talk about, I'm trying to think about it distinguishing themselves from Amazon, which I've kind of felt over the years they've also kind of tried to be Amazon.
they've been trying to be.
But this new guy wants to distinguish them from Amazon and really focus on their core, the
collectibles
collectibles,
and more used products, right?
Right. So maybe he'll take it in that direction. I don't know. They were, in terms of marketing and bringing people to the site, they were talking about doing more targeted marketing to people who they think will really use the site, or people targeted marketing towards people who are looking at, I think how they, you look at something on your phone and it shows up on your computer later as an ad.
Right,
You know what I
cookies.
mean? Yeah,
Not the
I
kind
think
you eat that kind of tracks you where you're going on the
they're
internet.
targeting people who are looking for collectibles, people who are looking for those kinds of things that they sell. But they talked a lot about this Google shopping and how they're working
it's
to
funny.
integrate.
Like, I'll be on Amazon sometimes and I'll look at something and I'll get a notice from Google Shopping. I mean, I use Honey, I use some of these other Chrome extensions, and you'll type in something, and actually I think it's when you type into Google, you'll type in Bose wireless headsets, and then you'll have a Google shopping page come up, and it'll list Amazon, eBay, all these other vendors, and then it'll tell you who has the best price, and it's interesting.
Yeah,
we know that Google owns YouTube too, so Google has the number one search engine being Google, and the number two search engine in the world being YouTube.
Right. And I think apparently a lot of people use the Google Shopping. They'll they'll just type something in and then they'll go onto the site, and that's why they're really looking at these item specifics, because when you go into Google Shopping and you type something in, you'll have options for size and all those things on the left-hand side,
Right.
even in Google Shopping. And that's drawn directly from those eBay item specifics. If you don't fill them out, then your thing,
Yeah, you know what?
item's
It's
gonna
funny
go
you mentioned
away.
that. I was going to bring that up. I don't know if you can see. I think I'm allergic to jeans. I have a little bit stinks on my face.
Have you been working with your jeans?
I think I'm allergic to the jeans.
Have you actually been listing them?
Yes, working on it.
Awesome.
And then I'm finding defects. It's like when I had a Bill on the other day when you were on with me, I believe as well.
Yeah.
And I was saying, how you look for them under the light, you find it's like, oh my God, this doesn't have the catch for the clasp. Oh my God, this one has a tear. It's like that's one way to work through them.
But at least you're getting rid of them.
Yeah. So I'll have to redonate those. And
Sharon says you sold a pair.
I did. I sold a pair of right here.
Good for
I haven't
you.
took it yet. A pair of Eddie Bauer black mom's jeans.
Eddie Bauer sells so well for me. Mom
I've had
jeans
this forever. Forever, and it just they're nice jeans. I mean, I think I had them listed for like $10 plus shipping. And I put that up before, guys, just as a heads up. We're talking about fees and whatnot. Remember that back in the day, and we're not all too young to remember this, but back in the day when eBay was running at a flat fee percentage, people used to try to work around that. They would say, okay, the item's $1.99 and shipping's $25. So what eBay says, no, we're going to charge you for the total value fee. So that's why it says total value fee. So again, and that's the other thing I'm going to bring up to you too, guys. I've told you before, I have some health issues and I'm doing eBay and part-time. I enjoy doing the YouTube. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of stress, but I enjoy the YouTube because like I told you, I have like educators and my whole family is educators. So I enjoy this and I enjoy helping people and trying to help myself. But in the meantime, building a community of people like-minded, good spirited people that are willing to learn and they're not drama people and they're not. I try to keep my show drama free. Yes, but anyway, you pay a commission on the final value fee. So you pay a commission on the purchase price plus the shipping. And what I was getting to in a roundabout way was I do not a great volume because I'm not listing like we discussed. I'm not listing enough, so I'm not driving the Cassini, the eBay algorithm. So I don't get the discount for the top rated seller.
Oh.
I mean, you have top rated seller discount and you have top rated seller plus. And we discussed last week, top rated seller, you have to meet all these different metrics. Top rated plus, you also have to offer free returns, which you said you do.
I do.
So are you top rated plus?
I am.
Okay. So I don't know what the discount is, but it was funny. I was looking, jeans, and guys, if again, some people do very, very well with jeans. I guess maybe because I just never really learned to source the proper jeans, or I just didn't have access to them in my thrift stores. But with shipping jeans, typically, not always, like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you just ship them in a padded flat rate envelope. And I believe it's like $9, like $8.95 or something is the listed price from the USPS. Which brings me to another thing I want to bring up about your supplies and USPS. Remember myself a note because I'll forget. Okay. So anyway, so I go to eBay and it's $8.95. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? So then I go over to Pirate Ship and it's $7.75.
Yeah.
So I mean that's not a lot, but we're talking $1.25, and
it is,
it is what it is. I mean, if
Yeah, for me in eBay, it's $7 and.
Okay, because you're top rated plus.
Because of the top rated plus.
Yeah, and I'm just above standard. I mean all my metrics. I don't do enough dollar volume though.
Morning, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
So I would go to Pirate Ship too because you can get those discounts.
Yeah, I was going to show you something. I told Maggie pre-chat, like I said, I was all discombobulated. I want to show you. I had some auction wins and things. I haven't even opened up some of the stuff, so I just kind of pre-opened it a little bit. And I'll show you guys. But I believe that a lot of the YouTube auction people are using Pirate Ship and using the cubic shipping rate.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I tried, and I know Paul has tried to have people want from Pirate Ship, and I tried before. We're going to call it C19 happened. And they said, "Oh, we're a very small company. We don't have the people." And they sent me like 6 pages of information. It's like, well, I just want somebody to come on and give me the basics about cubic shipping and what's the advantage, and and I forget what is it, 16 inches is 16 by 16.
Yeah, I've never used it.
Right. But I mean, people save a lot of money. They'll ship something out that's like, maybe, again, guys, don't quote me because I don't really use cubic shipping, but they'll ship something out that's maybe like 10 pounds. I think Paul's used it. Like maybe
we were
10
talking about it
pounds.
this morning.
I'm sorry?
No dimension may exceed 18 inches.
18 inches. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think like you can ship something out like 10 pounds and it's like $10. And it's like, I mean, I know obviously you can do that with a padded flat rate envelope, but how much can you fit in a padded flat rate envelope?
Right.
So yeah.
A pirate ship's a great resource. You have to do your homework and shop around.
Yes.
All those little things add up.
I'm sorry?
All those little things add up. People say to me,
they do, absolutely. And then it kills me. It doesn't kill me. That's just the stupid thing I said. Yeah. What amazes me, I should say, when people go to the post office and pay for shipping.
Yeah.
You guys are getting, I mean, not you guys. I'm not sure everybody here.
They're getting,
but they really, and then somebody was telling me, I was reading in a chat or I was talking to somebody, and they said what they did was they went to the post office. They didn't print the postage at home. So when I print my postage at home, it doesn't show the rate. It just says, priority or first class. It has the weight, whatever. It doesn't show the postage. So apparently this person had charged like $25 for shipping, and it ended up being like $12.50. And it showed it on the postage on the item that was shipped. Well, that's 2 strikes. First, you shouldn't ship it from there.
Right.
You should set up your own account. I mean, worst comes to worst, I don't know if I would do it at a library because I know I'd be afraid of security.
I have done it in a pinch, but
yeah. Oh, a pinch, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they overcharged by double, and first of all, they were paying more. They probably would have. They got it through eBay or pirate ship, probably been like $10.
Yeah.
And they ended up charging $25, and it cost them like $12.50. And it showed right on the postage it was $12.50. So things that sellers do, like you had mentioned before, the insight to the reseller's mind or something, Maggie, you said last week. What was it?
What?
When Beth was teasing you.
Yeah, the workings, the strange workings of the reseller mind. Yeah.
That's the other thing, guys. I mean, things pop in my head. I wanted to mention this too. Again, I mentioned before, I think last week or the week prior, get your USPS supplies now. Don't mess around. Get them. Get 1-2 boxes. It's free. You just go to USPS, and it's .com. It's not .gov, which I never understood why it's not .gov, but it's .com. And get all your shipping supplies now. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. I mean,
no, it doesn't.
And again, like with the padded flat rate envelope, they don't stock that at the post office. So I usually have a half a dozen around here. I moved them all into my garage, and I gotta dig them out.
Yeah, I've got a box full in the.
But yeah, at least have 1 box. So that's one of the most difficult things. And people are saying right now it's a week to 2 week late, typically, to get shipments.
Yeah.
So make sure you order those now.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to remind you too, as far as shipping. You have January, February, March, April, May, June. So your second quarter eBay shipping coupon is now available if you haven't used it yet. So you have to use that by the end of the month. So
by the end of June, I have to use
by the end of June.
I used that special code the other day.
Yes, that's not the coach.
Super secret.
Yeah, guys.
I haven't used my regular code.
Special code for eBay supplies. I'm not going to get in trouble. Yeah. So anyway, so I had to use that by the end of June. And I keep saying I'm going to make a video, and I've tried to get screen recorder software and stuff. But one of these days, I'm going to make a video about that because I always have issues. It's like, oh, how do I do that again? How do I do that again?
You should.
I mean, it should take me 2 minutes. Like the other day, I was looking for something else. It's like, oh, there it is. I know it's under marketing.
I usually have to go, and I know there's a better way to do it. Pull up a listing, click on my store door, go to my store, click on manage store, and then find the coupon there.
The marketing.
Is there a better?
What I was actually in the eBay supply store. Which I didn't realize like the last time that it wasn't. eBay doesn't own that. They subcontract that out. So get shipped from some other It says the vendor's name on there. So anyway, so I was like fooling around and I was talking about, getting something from eBay supplies. And then when it came up, it had the coupon box on the bottom and it said that my coupon was still active for my quarterly coupon, which I had never seen that before. I mean, I never did it that way. So that might be a workaround.
Yeah, that might.
I mean, if you get $25, was it 25, 50, and 100, I believe?
25, 50, and 100. I know that the last time I used mine, I forgot to enter my code, so I ended up paying for the supplies.
So Sharon, I'm sorry, let me interrupt for 1 second.
Okay.
Sharon, were you able to use the coupon? Coupon code was different. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, take advantage of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not free. I mean, you're paying for it, but it's
a perk of the.
Yeah. So I don't even know. They raised the rates on the store. I don't know if it's $21.95 an hour, whatever it is for a basic store. And then, of course, if you get quarterly, it's $8 roughly per quarter that you're getting back.
Yeah.
So it's like $14 a month, which is not crazy. But it was different from the one we knew about. Okay. Check your store manager store for your code. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I still have Sharon, we still have the quarterly code. I was talking about this, the special code, I guess, because of the C19. Supposedly eBay was trying to help, the sellers who were, obviously we're all taking a hit. So anyway, so they were trying to help us. So let me just put something up here so I can get here. Let's see. The quarterly one doesn't come out till July, I think. That's the next quarter.
Right.
It's January, February, March, April, May, June. So we're in the second quarter now, and it came out in April. So I didn't use mine in April or May, so I have to use it. Like I said, the code still came up when I was in the eBay supply store that I could use that code if I wanted to. So it's 25 for a basic store, 50 for a premium, and it was 100 for an anchor store.
100 for anchor store, yeah.
Right. So, all right, so we discussed some eBay business. So, I'm sorry.
Another thing I learned on one of those videos that I don't know if people realize, I don't know how many people use TerraPeak. Do you ever use TerraPeak?
I do not, and that's another thing that I'd spoken last eBay Open to try to get something on about TerraPeak, and obviously it never happened. So I don't even know if they have people. I'm assuming in the next month or so, people will start. I was out the other day at like dinner time, and the traffic was crazy around here. It looked like almost like a normal rush hour.
Oh, it's normal. It's back to normal traffic.
Yeah. I'm so used to going out. It's like nobody's on the road.
I know. For a while,
it's like regular rush hour.
For a while, it was great, but TerraPeak has added a lot of different features just recently. So if you used it and thought it was clunky, maybe give it another look. Yeah. Give it another look, because now you can really winnow it down. You can choose different options. You can choose to look at only new things or only pre-owned things.
Okay.
You could choose to look at, you could filter, there's many more ways that you can filter by auction or best offer accepted or fixed price. You can.
And it'll show you the best offer price?
I believe it does.
Okay.
Let me see.
Because that's the other issue. You'll see, it's the best offer, but you don't know what the best offer was.
I'm almost certain.
It's sold, but what did I pay for it?
Because if I do a search here and then I'll click best offer accepted and click that.
Sharon says she loves TerraPeak.
Yeah, I do too. But at first I found
I'm trying to get Sharon. I'm not going to put you in the spot, Sharon, but I'm trying to get Sharon to come on because she's a very knowledgeable seller and she's been a big help like you, Maggie, to my channel. So I'm trying to get her on one of these things. We got TerraPeak. I told her one day we'll have like a panel. We'll have like another open panel.
Yeah.
And maybe she can talk about TerraPeak or something, because I mean that's something that everyone should be interested in. I mean it's part of your subscription fee now, so there's no additional cost. Couldn't get to the discount page, kept airing me out. So just went ahead and used it and it worked. I didn't get any email either. Okay. I know, Sharon, your camera's shy.
You don't have to turn your camera on.
Yeah, we could do the icon, the little, what do you call that? The little picture. Okay, let me just go over a couple things, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a mini show and tell. Sharon, we were discussing this last week, and I finally figured out how to put this thing together. Like I said, let me just go on me to show this. This is the LED, and you can see it's a gooseneck.
Uh-huh.
So, and then let me just plug it in real fast here. The issue with this is it's not like a soft box, so it's an LED light that is pretty bright. You can anchor it to a table, or you can use the stand. And what I did was I did the stand. I didn't anchor it, and it's nice. And what I had done, I built my own little light box, and I didn't. I'm going to use this probably to assist me with it. Come on, cooperate here, guys.
Oh, Lisa C has one of those too.
Yeah, I call it the Lonnie she said light. Lonnie has two of them. So you see, it's like, whoa.
Oh, Dawn has two of them hanging over her photo area.
See how bright that is?
That is very bright.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, like I said, you can have two of them, and you can have them, matted.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, they say you could do something about side lighting too with YouTube, and I understand how that works. But anyway, if you're tight on space, I mean, as opposed to putting up this big, huge soft boxes, might be an option. They're not cheap. They're like $30 or $35. Okay. But
they're pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. And it took me a while to figure out how to put it together and how to make sure that attach the top so it wouldn't wobble and stuff. But that was very interesting. Let me go back to the two of us. So yeah, so again, if you're tight on space, say you're in an apartment, it's a pain.
Yeah.
And I have a soft box set up here on an old cocktail table, and I'm bouncing that off the ceiling. That's helping with my lighting here, plus the normal lighting. And upstairs, I think I told you guys I had the three soft boxes. I have two at an angle. I have the one overhead. And I also have, I have two of these I put together to one. But I'm thinking somebody that maybe has space issues, like in a apartment or something. I mean, you could just detach the bottom of the stand, and take the top off and just lay it in a drawer or something. So, I mean, if you say you're doing in your dining room or something, your living room, it's a lot easier. And then assembling and disassembling these soft boxes or these ring lights. And some people like ring lights too. I've never had any experience.
I've heard of the ring lights.
You love your ring light?
Hi, Aaron.
Yes, Sharon. That's another story. Appreciate that. I had an affiliate link, but no one bought anything, so I'm out of the affiliate program. I'm going to try to get back in. Hey, Justin. Good to see you, buddy.
Dawn says you can soften them up with tissue paper.
Yes, you can. That'll deflect it. And I have that sitting right over here.
Very cool.
Anybody that hasn't subscribed, Michelle, can you put Justin's grime finds in? Because we can't do the go-to channel anymore. Can you put Justin's page in the chat, please? Justin's a really neat guy, and he does storage auctions, and really interesting story. And Justin, you're in what part of Texas? I know Sharon's from Texas. She's from northern Texas. Justin, I'm not exactly sure what part of Texas you're from. So anyway, really neat channel if you guys are into any kind of storage auctions or stuff.
Here, I'll pop it in there.
You can pop it in. Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then there you go. Thanks, Maggie. Yeah, if you guys are in the storage auction, that's what I wanted to show you guys. You know how I was talking before about the YouTube auctions? You live in Plano, which is in the Dallas area. Okay. I was talking about the YouTube auctions and how sometimes you can buy things for yourself, and sometimes if you want to resell them, there's not really a lot of meat on the bone.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up doing. So I figured I would do. Everybody likes show and tell. So
I love show and tell.
Little quick show and tell, like I'm back in first grade again.
I love show and tell.
You guys. Okay. This is from Lexi or Alexis. I don't want to show my information.
Is that like a poly mail where she has it? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
She did again. I don't know if she did it because of the bag in the box or why, but
I love it.
It's priority, which is that's the requirement for bag in the box.
Mm-hmm.
She put fragile all over it. Like I said, I just cut off the top. Very nicely done. And plus it protects us with all the rain we've been having. You'll see one of the reasons I wanted to protect it. But she did a very nice job. Usually she's in my chat. I guess she's busy. She's doing a lot of auctions lately.
It's weird because we've had no rain down here. Well, you all were getting those
Oh,
bad
oh my God,
storms.
we got pummeled.
We've had
And
none.
the wind has been terrible.
No, we haven't had any.
We had like so many trees uproot. I mean, literally like 50, 40-year-old trees just uprooted.
I know. I've heard there
was a tornado warning, and I guess we had like the outskirts of it. So bear with me to stay on here, guys. And very nicely packed with a bunch of tissue paper, which we're going to have to get rid of. But
who's this is from Alexis?
I'm sorry, Alexis.
This is from Alexis.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just have to clean this up when I'm done here. Very nicely.
I love to see how other resellers pack.
Oh yeah, all the store right on top.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, so the stuff didn't move around. And again, then she put it in the poly bag, which protects it from moisture.
Right.
Okay, and then she bubble wrapped everything individually.
Oh wow.
So these are again, I got these because of my for my personal use. But let's see what she did with this. Little note in here too. Boy, she really wrapped this tight. Sorry guys, I wanted to do a little unveiling. I didn't want to undo everything, but okay, we're getting there.
She's so awesome.
And she has a little thank you card that she puts in here with a bunch of her information.
Oh.
So yeah, she's very professional.
She's very professional. She's very organized and
yes.
Just yeah, I love watching her videos.
One of these days we'll get her on the channel. I was on her channel. She's been interviewing other resellers.
Yeah.
Okay, so what she does is she has a little You Can Touch Enterprises. Her has her name. Buyer and seller of fine goods.
Patty says they can see better if you would pop her comment off the screen because her comment's kind of blocking.
All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this. And then I'll just do this. I found that's the workaround because you got to scroll up in the chat to find out where it was.
Oh, okay.
And then this way you just put a new one on, it'll put it and you just erase that one immediately.
Yeah, I never run these things, so I don't know. You're all
awesome
to me.
You gotta workarounds.
So that's her
little thank you card, which is very nice.
Very nice.
And then on the back it says Adam with a little smiley face. Thank you so much for your purchase. I truly appreciate your support. I hope you fully enjoy your cards and painting. All the best, Alexis.
Oh, how nice.
And
this you bought from her off an online auction,
I
correct?
bought from her actually from we were talking about Sandy earlier, from Steals and Deals. She was on Steals and Deals. She does a lot of things too.
Is that her business card stapled to that thank you card?
That is her business card, yes. And it has her mobile number, her email, and her website.
Oh, nice.
Okay. And these are the cards I purchased. Again, this is for personal use. And she put a sticker on here, which is nice. And I told you guys before I use my stickers.
Oh, yeah.
I use the, where are they? I use two different kinds. And they're like, I think they're like a half a cent a piece.
Where did you get those?
I believe I got them off of eBay.
Okay. It
says thank you, a little heart. And then I said that for the females. And then for the males, I said the same thing.
But a little more.
Little circle.
Oh, cool. So, really nice.
I mean, to me, I mean, that's great that she did that. But if I'm sending out something on, for $10 or $12 or $15, I mean, it's great that she put the card in. But to me, I figure if for half a cent.
No. Hi, Jennifer. Good to see you,
Jennifer.
Girl.
Let me open this up and show you guys real fast. Again, these were for personal use.
Yeah, it is a nice personal touch.
Here's Paul Pierce, who I'm not a fan of the Boston. My light box from up top that's showing.
Okay.
Paul Pierce.
Boston Celtics.
Another Paul Pierce, Boston Celtics. So again, this light box.
Nice.
Light box is coming off her chandeliers. And then there was 3, I should say, it's supposed to be 3 Allen Iversons, 2 Allen Iversons. Okay, so there's only 2 Allen Iversons. Again, I'm a Sixers fan, so they're two Allen Iversons.
Oh, AI.
AI, yeah.
I
was putting
really,
AI in the chat as everyone's like, "What you talking about? Who's
I
AI?"
really like him. I have such a soft spot in my
And
heart for
then
Allen Iverson.
Jason Kidd, who's a perennial all-star.
Myra says the KIT in her business name means keep in touch, which
Keep in
promotes
touch,
good
exactly.
customer
Yep.
relations.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, and let me show you what else I got from her. All nicely bubble wrapped.
I always feel like Allen Iverson got a bad rap. I mean, I know he did some questionable things. Oh, cool. That's reusable.
Yes. So we'll do that. I know everybody likes show and tell, and I don't do a lot of show and tell, so figured let me do a little bit of that. This one's kind of like tape on the
That's
super
like
bubble wrap.
bomb proof.
Yeah, she did a great job. Shame she's not in the chat. Let's do this. I don't want you guys to know. Don't mind me. I mean, I'm just going to mute my sound so I don't annoy you guys with tearing this bubble wrap up.
Okay. I always wonder if you send something to, I've never sent anything to another reseller, but I think I would be nervous, right? Yeah, we've all done questionable things we wish we could take back in our past. I feel like he did so many good things that maybe weren't highlighted because he did some other things that weren't so great. But being a Philadelphian myself, I've always had a soft spot for Allen Iverson. And now she's got tissue paper, it looks like.
Correct. It is wrapped in tissue paper. She really went above and beyond.
Right, Michelle. Last time I checked, there was only one perfect man.
I'll clean up to do after this, but that's his life.
And this is, I'm so excited to see it now.
Can you see what's that with the lights?
Yeah, it's a little glary.
Let me just turn off the be right back. I'm gonna turn off the overhead light. Let me just put this here.
Funny.
Give me 1 second here. I'll trip and kill myself here.
Lord. I couldn't tell whether that was sheep or what.
It's sheep, yeah.
Is it sheep? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this for you to hang up in your house?
Yes.
Oh, that's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Still getting that light box and the lamp, but shade. But
move it. Yeah. Move it back to the side because when you put it in the center of the glare, yeah, that's better.
Okay.
That's nice. Yeah.
And this was a
and who's the artist? Is it a photograph?
Lettering, I believe. Nuttering.
Nuttering.
New England.
Okay.
And he painted a lot of things, and then they took photographs of it.
Okay.
And then they produced it. It's not like a lithograph, but it's very nice. So I figure it's I think it's from like the 50s or 40s.
Yeah, you can tell by the frame.
Yeah, I mean,
really.
you can see from the back from
yeah. That's very nice.
And she did a great job wrapping it.
Hi, Joy.
Hey, Joy. All right, so that was that. I showed you the other light. Real quickly, I'll show you a couple other things.
Okay.
Bring it back on for 1 second here.
Okay.
I know in certain areas things are starting to reopen up again. I know Adam's here with he's in the Charlotte area and things are opening up, and Justin Grimes Finds is here and things are in Texas are open pretty much up. I see where Vegas is opening up. New Jersey is slow and steady, which is fine with me. I mean, because it seems like there's more cases that are still in New Jersey. So one of the things that we're all anticipating is be able to go out to yard sales, garage sales, flea markets. So one of the things I brought up was, again, I always bookmark. If I ever see something, it's like, oh, that's reseller related. You know, even if I'm just researching something or seeing something, I always bookmark it. And I have like 300 bookmarks, so it's hard to find stuff. I put them in folders, and they never work. Right. Anyway, so this is one of the things I did. I pull up. Let me do a screen share. And Maggie, you can tell me since I don't have my phone open if this does not screen share. Should. Okay, let's see here. There it is. Okay, so that should come up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so it's 10 best-selling flea market items. Again, this is if you're a vendor.
Okay.
And again, this was written, I believe, several years ago. But I mean, some of the stuff still applies.
Sunglasses.
The article describes 10 best-selling flea market items. One biggest nightmares for any vendor or retailer at any level is ending up with a stockpile of merchandise that don't sell. It should be doesn't sell. Every other aspect of the business can be picture perfect, but if you do little to nothing, the business most likely dooms to failure. So they're saying here sunglasses, which I know I've seen those on the different YouTube auctions, lots of sunglasses.
So this is stuff that you could buy from a wholesaler that will sell
as a vendor,
at a flea
right?
market setting. Okay, as a vendor.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, sunglasses. I mean, I've bought lots of sunglasses at those things myself.
Right. So, I mean, I guess especially in the summertime, it's real sunny and people forgot their sunglasses or whatever. They're, you can always sell them. And T-shirts, perennial bestsellers, buy in bulk, price them right, and you can build a steady sales volume with 300 to 500 investment. You can purchase a good heat press and supplies. With Joy's in the chat, and she does her own clothing. And toys during the summer months, water pistols, water cannons sell well. Low cost toys that sell for $1 or $2 are popular. Well, I don't know if it's sell for $1 or $2, but maybe $3 or $4.
Yeah, well, if you're in the flea market with your kid,
right,
walking along,
kind of an impulse item. Yep,
right, going to buy them. Yeah,
athletic footwear, running shoes, deck, tennis, etc., etc. Baseball caps, and we know trucker caps so well too. Again, that's something maybe if it's sunny, if somebody wants to cover their head, and always you can use hats. Now we're talking about here covers and cases for personal electronics. Be careful with this, guys.
Yeah.
Be very careful. I know
There's a lot of those out
cases
there.
or cell phone cases, and they are stuck with them big time. I don't agree with number 6. Fresh produce, well, it depends on the market. Usually they have a separate section that they have specific vendors that sell fresh produce. But but be very, very careful with these covers and cases for personal electronics. I know a lot of resellers that have gotten stuck, buying these on, liquidation and stuff, or buying them wholesale and just have a ton of them. So.
Hey, Mike, how are you? Looking at the one that says footwear, during this whole COVID thing, when I had nothing to list and couldn't get out to buy anything, I looked a little bit into wholesale.
Okay.
And I just found the pricing to be so high that there was
not enough
need. I found it to be like I bought a few things, and I'm sure in the long run I'll end up making my money back, but it's not something I would do. And I was thinking because the footwear that I saw in wholesale was pretty high, but I guess if you're getting it and taking it to a flea market, it's different because you don't have the fees. For me, it was like once you listed it after the fees, there was not a lot of meat on the bone.
Okay, I'll not that it's huge, but I'll link that in the description below. Here's another one I want to share with you guys real fast. Okay.
But I was at yard sales last Friday.
Oh, really? Then I'm sure they have them?
Yep. They had 4.
How about that?
I was so excited.
Yeah, I guess you were. Again, these are keywords, and I'll put this list in the description, the website. But different keywords like this is like T for the different T and the.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking here pullovers, P pullovers.
So this is keywords for
clothing keywords.
Oh, I see.
Studded summer, sundress, tank, textured, thermal, tie dye.
That
travel print.
What site is that?
This is
TextSaver.
.flap.t. I don't know why it's TV, but I'm going to put a link in there after the show.
Okay. Because I am always listening.
Like neat keywords, cable knit, button up, button down,
Yeah. And I'm always listing clothes and then not being able to find the right word.
Right, the right keywords, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Crew neck, cropped, distressed, draped, embellished, embroidered. Okay.
Oh, that's great. Sharon says she had to learn how to source on Facebook Marketplace during quarantine.
That's
found several good sources. That's great.
Absolutely.
I think I just like my thing because the thrift shopping and the act of
Right.
the thrift shopping, the act of the yard selling on a nice, beautiful morning out with my husband, it's more of a way of life thing that's not anywhere near as satisfying as finding some kind of wholesale thing online. Oh, thank you, Sharon. Sharon put the link in the chat.
Thank you, Sharon. Let me just show you one more thing, and then we'll just answer a few questions if you guys have, and just close things up because we're pushing an hour. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Already? Jeez.
Almost an hour. I'm shocked it was an hour. Yeah. Well, we started about 5 minutes late, but anyway, let me do one more, guys. And this is something I've mentioned in the past, and we never really got into it before. But again, with C19, might be an opportunity. Again, be careful with the shipping costs from this particular vendor, and we all know who this vendor is. So let's do that. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it.
Yes, we can see it.
So that is shopgoodwill.com. So basically, they have various auctions from the particular stores.
Look at the
They have their own
jewelry.
eBay stores. And again, you can search. You can have buy it nows. They have auctions ending today. Let's just go to a ending today auctions. And again, there's a way that you can put in search parameters too. Advanced search up here, which we don't really have the time for that. But I mean, this is just some weird stuff. These are again are bids. Are you familiar with Mark Fisher, Maggie?
Yeah, I don't think I'd pay $20 for it.
$20 seems high, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I've heard of these before, right? The Roper.
Yeah.
Heard of those before. Like $7.95 seems reasonable. It's a size 7 though. Small size. So anyway, guys, and okay, here's a Sony CyberShot megapixel camera. $10, which is an old camera. But
and this looks like people are bidding on these things.
These are actually auctions, yeah.
Okay.
And then they have a buy it now section. And again, these are things that the specific Goodwill list on their website as opposed to putting them in store. I don't know why they would put things they put up, but they put them up on the website as opposed to putting up on listing them in a store, putting them in a store.
Sharon learned how to do this from Casey, bought some good and cheap lots pre-quarantine.
Right. Okay, these are all buy it nows.
Okay.
Go into this and see if it'll show the shipping. I haven't been innocent for a while. Lucky Brand corduroy pants. Let's see. See if it shows shipping. Come on. Can you see that now? The picture of the corduroy pants. Okay. Was there anything about shipping? Let's show shipping on here somewhere. Oh, here it is. All right. So it's 1 pound, 5 ounces. They charge you $3 handling over and above the shipping.
Wow.
$3 is not a lot, but on an inexpensive item it is.
Yeah.
Let me just put my postal code in here. I'm guessing it's probably going to be about $8. Okay. $7.36 plus $3. So it's $10.36 just for shipping and handling on a pair of corduroys. So again, like Sharon says, you can get some lots of things on here. You can buy jewelry lots, things like that type. But you just got to be careful with the shipping because, like I said, they charge a handling fee, and then they charge you the shipping price. You also can go. There's a way to search it. You can find out local Goodwills to see if there are any local Goodwills in your area that are selling things.
Yeah.
You can pick it up yourself. So if it's in like a 20-mile radius or something,
right,
you can charge you $3 and $10, $20 item, $15 item. They're charging you $10, $12 on shipping. Just go pick it up yourself if you can. So I wanted to share that with you guys. That was about it. Were there any questions in the chat? And again, guys, I'm going to try to bring on some more jewelry sellers because I connect with a lot of jewelry sellers, and that's something. I have a ton of jewelry. That's like after the jeans, I got to start listing all this jewelry. So
Valerie Chick Picker is a jewelry seller. She sells lots of jewelries. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to start doing there. Can you type the? I'm just looking at that. My chat's slow. Did you let me type that in here. I'll copy
Hi,
that.
January House.
Let me see here. All right, we'll put that. Okay, I'm going to put it in the chat. This is the text saver site. Okay. Should be coming up shortly. All right, there it is with the link. Hopefully that link works. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of neat. I think I was just stumbling upon that. I know back in the day, Casey had listed some things, or maybe it was on somebody's website or somebody's live stream, and they said something. Oh, check this out for clothing. Check out these keywords. It was just kind of neat. So that's what I did. So again, were there any other questions, guys, in the chat? I didn't see any. January House is a friend of yours, Maggie, I assume?
What's that?
January House?
No.
Okay.
I've never met January House.
Okay, I haven't either. So I just thought maybe she knew you.
Yeah. Saw them come into
Welcome,
the
January House.
Or did we know you, January House, by another name?
Maybe another name.
Yeah. Did you?
Hey Maggie, yeah. LOL. Was it maybe it's like a secret screen name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
In any case.
Okay, I didn't see any question, guys. So I appreciate you being here. Okay, you see
somebody.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. So again, guys, we'll do the typical YouTube closing. Please like, share, subscribe if you find this content interesting. Share on your social media, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up, because that helps with the search engine for YouTube, and the people will hopefully check out my channel. Trying to get to that magical 4,000 watch hours so I get monetized. So I could use more subscribers and more watch time.
Yeah.
Like I said before, guys.
Wait, Sharon wants to know the light. What is the light?
The light. What is the light?
What was the name of the light that you bought? Krista Goose wants to know.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab the actual. I told you I have two. I'll go grab the box.
Okay. Because
the other box, I think, is upstairs. Yes. Actually, no. I'm sorry. Here it is. Get rid of this chat here. I don't know if this is still available or not. That company LSP has other lighting supplies, but there are gooseneck LED supplies, light strips. So this is LS Photography. Like I said, when I went on their website, I didn't see the specific item listed, but there are other vendors that sell it. Something very similar. So again, if you have space issues, like I said, if you're in an apartment or something, and like I said, you could just detach the gooseneck off it and pull the lighting off, and just put it in a box, put it in a drawer, and it's out of your way. And again, they're small. It's not like having a big, huge light box. So that is the story, guys. So I think that was about it, right?
And do you have an affiliate? You do not have affiliate link for the light.
I do not have an affiliate link. No.
And Patty asked about my channel. I do not have a channel. I don't do YouTube videos, but thank you. I actually have a bunch of subscribers.
Oh, Maggie's very knowledgeable.
Which is very nice.
I did put your I think your Instagram and your Poshmark store, because when you were on before.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Thank you.
So you can do Maggie a favor by checking out our Poshmark store. And you post things on Instagram. You don't do a lot of posting as far as Poshmark.
I do a lot of posting on Instagram, but Instagram, it's not reselling related.
It's not reselling. It's personal stuff.
It's thrift shop fashionista. It's basically what I wear today that I bought from the thrift shop. So if you want to see what I wear every day, check me out on Instagram.
Well, it's funny you said the other day, I was watching you when Valerie's show, you said something about if you needed something, you just check out your Poshmark closet.
Oh yeah, sometimes if I'm going somewhere and I want something to wear, and I'm like, I really need a white top for this, and I think, wait, let me see what's in my Poshmark closet in my size. I shop my own closet.
All right, guys. Appreciate everyone being here. January House, thank you for stopping in. Joy, But Joy has a one of these days I'll get her to come on and sing. But Joy is very, very knowledgeable and a really special lady as far as motivational thoughts. And I watch Joy's channel probably 4 to 5 nights a week. She's on every night,
Yes.
like 7 and 9. She's very, very, very positive, very motivational person. So in these times, sometimes we need a little uplifting. So appreciate you guys all being here. It looks like people are saying, Adam, enough is enough already. So we'll see you guys on next Wednesday. And next Wednesday, by the way, I have Pat Dees and Kimberly, borderline hoarderish, who has been on social media for a very long time.
Wow.
And she is coming back. And Kimmy is a good friend of the channel. It's just she was taking a social media break and she's posting more and more. I believe she's going to be on Pat's show one Saturday night, and she will be on my channel again. It's going to be at 4 p.m.
next Wednesday.
3 p.m. next Wednesday. Pat Dees and Kimmy Borderline.
Look forward to that.
Make sure you're subscribed if you're not, because they're neat people and they're very knowledgeable about reselling.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So hopefully we'll see you next Wednesday.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you all for being here. Be safe and be strong.